Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's Isaac Lewis here. Today I want to bring a different video. I want to show you what's on the New York's bestsellers list, best-selling authors list. And right off the bat here, we got, as you can see, these are this is going to be the New York's bestsellers time list as far as what we're going to be dealing with when we come to like hardcover fiction books. So as you can see, we got The Judge, The Judge list by John Grisham. And we also have Mercy by David Baldacci. I hope I said that right. This is the fourth book in Atlee Pine series. Atlee discovers her twin sister survived an abduction at the age of 6. Wow, okay. Sounds interesting. This one also sounds a little interesting, but it's also something that we heard of it before, but John Grisham probably is going to put his spin on it. It's basically an investigator, Lacey Stoltz, goes after a serial killer and closes in on a sitting judge. Okay. A Stranger in the Lifeboat by Mitch Albom. I'm sorry. Let me put on my rec specs because it's kind of hard to see these. Okay, there we go. After a ship explodes, 10 people struggling and surviving pull a man who claims to be the Lord out of the sea. Okay. The Wish by Nicholas Sparks. Maggie Dawes, a renowned traveler photographer, struggles with the medical diagnosis over Christmas. Wow. Okay. This was by Amor Taus. Two friends who escape from a juvenile work farm take Emmett Watson on an unexpected journey to New York City in 1954. Unexpected. What could be, what could go wrong in 1954 New York City? A lot. The Dark Hours. The Death of New York Eves. An unsolved murder in a hunt for a serial rapist brings Bosch and Bellert back together. And like I said, these are this is the bestsellers list of 2021. So if you are, of course, Billy Summers tops the chart. Stephen King does this. This is what Stephen King does. A killer for hire who only takes out bad guys seeks redemption as he does one final job. Okay. So what I want to show you guys, the main purpose of this is show you guys exactly. I'm hoping the mission is to see if we can read sample pages. I want you to see the openings of these books. And when I say doing research, this is exactly what I mean by doing your research, because you want to see the tone that these books set. If you're going to be writing fiction books, especially like serial killer or horror, suspense, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter the genre. You want to see who's doing what in your area of expertise or your area of style that you want to choose to write with, or you choose to go with, how your book should go. So I'm going to click on Amazon. Let's go to John Grisham's this novel here, the Whistler series. Let's see if we can read some sample pages. Will John Grisham allow us some sample pages? Will he allow us sample pages? Oh, this guy's angry because his book came with some printing errors. So it's a 3-star review, bad print. Just send it back. No need to rate the book 3 out of 5 stars. Just send it back. It's a mistake. It's an honest mistake. So when you're rating a product, you're not rating a book on Amazon. You're rating Amazon, Amazon printing services. So especially if this book is being printed on demand by Amazon and he ordered off Amazon, or let's say I don't know where he ordered. Let's see if this person ordered the book. This probably come from the publisher. So it comes from Doubleday Publisher. So you're rating the publisher, not the book itself, which I think, people just got to be aware of, when they're rating these books, that they're not rating the content of the story, they're rating the publisher and the printer itself, which I get it, it all works together. But sometimes, guys, that's just not the way to go. Just give it a fair, honest opinion, send the book back, and it's going to take days still. Amazon send you one back. Like they don't wait at all. They'll send you another book while this one is in transit on the way back to them. So don't mind this, don't mind that. Let's see if we can Get some sample pages. Okay, so we're just gonna read a quick description about what this book is, and there's one right here. In The Whistler, Lacey Stoltz investigated a corrupt judge who was taking millions in bribes from a crime syndicate. She put the criminals away, but only after being attacked and nearly killed. 3 years later, approaching 40, she is tired of her work for the Florida Board of the Judicial Conduct and ready for a change. Then she meets a mysterious woman who is frightened. She uses a number of aliases. Jerry Crosby's father, who was murdered 20 years earlier, in a case that remains unsolved that has grown stone cold. But Jerry has a suspect whom she has become obsessed with and has stalked for 2 decades, along with the way she's discovered other victims. Suspicions are easy enough, but proof seems impossible. The man is brilliant, patient, and always one step ahead of law enforcement. He is the most cunning of all serial killers. He knows forensics, police procedures, and most important, he knows the law. He is a judge in Florida under Lacey's jurisdiction. He has a list with the names of the victims and targets, all unsuspecting people unluckily enough to have crossed his path and wronged him in some way. How can Lucy pursue him without becoming the next name on his list? Judge List is in any measure by John Grisham's most surprising, chilling novel yet. Okay, so we're just reading. That was just a description of, #1 book on the best New York's bestseller Times list. So right along there, he's introducing the problem, and he's going to introduce that from start. So you have Lacey, who's going to have to figure out how she can attach this judge to these serial stone cold murders or these cold cases, and along the way she's discovering more victims. It doesn't tell you how she's going to do it, but there's this man, the antagonist is known as a judge, and he's brilliant, patient, he knows the law, and he knows police procedures. So he's always ahead. He's a judge, of course. So this is just a preview of how you should introduce your books when you're going to be selling them to different agencies. So you want to just keep in mind, if you're going to be writing crime novels about serial killers or anything like that, this is how you want to format your pitch to an agent. So just keep that in mind. So, and this is David Balsey's Mercy. So here we are, and we're going to just basically go through. Let's do this again. Let's see what she has to say, because obviously these are best New York bestsellers, so they don't need to put sample pages. Some books put sample pages, or most children books put sample pages in their descriptions as far as what you're going to be seeing or what you're going to be reading, because that they are not New York bestsellers. So they offer these sample pages as a way to get people to purchase their product. So for instance, let's go with David Baldacci's. Let's go with David Baldacci's Mercy. Let's see what she says. For her entire life, FBI agent Atlee Pine has been searching for her twin sister Mercy, who was abducted at the age of 6 and never seen again. Mercy's disappearance left a damaged family that later shattered beyond repair when Atlee's parents inexplicably abandoned her. Now, after a perilous investigation that nearly proved fatal, Atlee has finally discovered not only... So here we have a more similar thriller suspense novel, and this is the synopsis of her book. This is how she pitched her book to her agents and then to her publisher. This is something that it builds. You need to do this as far as a form of practice. Over time, you will start to get better and better and better. There is no such thing as becoming a A-lister, a bestseller, like straight off the bat. Writing a book, it takes time, guys. You got to build credibility, and with credibility comes trust. Publishers start to trust you, and you start to make a name for yourself. It's kind of like a free agent, a star athlete, a basketball player like LeBron James. LeBron James could, and his contract could expire at the end of this season, and he'll have multiple teams looking for him to sign with them. So, and the same thing with being an author or a writer. You get better, and once you start to build a name, publishers are going to look for you once your contract's expired. They're going to be like, hey, publish with us, publish with us. And that's when you start to build that credibility, and you've made it. That's it for today, guys. I appreciate you guys for watching. Like I said, if you haven't liked and subscribed, make sure you do that before you leave. And also click that bell for notifications so you can be alerted when I upload new content, all right? So I'll see you guys later. I'm going to read some more of these books, some of these more of these synopses, because I just love doing it. So I'm just going to keep doing it. Go to my next video. I mean, I got plenty other videos that you can go watch. But you can hang around. I mean, it's no big deal to me. Just make sure you hit that like button and subscribe while you're at it. So I appreciate that if you do. But yeah, hit that like button and subscribe. Why not?